This is the 86th meeting between the University of Pikeville and Campbellsville University. The Bears lead the series, all-time series, 45-40. So I know you can throw those career records out, Charlie. It's game night here, in Pikeville, Kentucky on Tuesday evening. But
yeah, we can look at stats and everything all we want to for Mid-South Conference.
Welcome to the Appalachian Wireless Arena for tonight's Mid-South Conference game between the Tigers of Campbellsville University and your UPIKE Bears. Introducing the starting lineups first for our guests, the Tigers of Campbellsville. Starting at forward, a 6'9" junior from Pickerington, Ohio, number 1, Ross Ryan. At guard, a 6'5" freshman from Lancaster, Kentucky, number 3, Braden Sebastian. At forward, a 6'6" senior from Concord, North Carolina, number 4, Alston Davis. At guard, a 5'10" senior from Hopkinsville, Kentucky, number 14, Tavion Mason. And at guard, a 6'3" junior from Louisville, Kentucky, number 22, Sam Whining. The Tigers. Campbellsville is led by head coach Brent Vernon. And now, your University of Pikeville Bears. At guard, a 6'2" senior from New Ellington, South Carolina, number 3, Malcolm Green. At forward, a 6'9" redshirt junior from Clemens, North Carolina, number 4, Jacob Brown. At guard, a 6-foot redshirt junior from Sterling, Virginia, number 5, Christian Swayze. At guard, a graduate from 6'3", West Liberty, Kentucky, number 14, Jordan Perry. And at guard, a 6'2" junior from Fairmont, West Virginia, number 23, Tavon Horton. The Bears. UPIKE is led by head coach Ty Gumpton.
And we're about ready to get this one underway, Gary.
Two very experienced staffs, too, here, Charlie. Of course, you have Brent Vernon in his 5th season, and his assistant coach is Mark Vernon and also Darius Clement. They've been together with him for the last 5 years. And, of course, for the Bears, coaching got Ty Company's first season, the head coach, been with the Bears for over 12-plus seasons. Evan Faulkner and Sidney Christ is his assistant coach, has been with him for at least the last 5 years as well. Graduate assistants Matt Geis and Herb McGee. So 2 very expensive coaching staffs. Should be a very entertaining game tonight, Charlie.
It should be. It looks like Jacob Brown will jump center for the Bears. And out there is Cangreeny.
Sounds good to me, Charlie.
Good enough. We're getting ready to go. As the Bears sit, getting ready to get this one underway, and it'll be controlled by Campbellsville. And the Tigers will bring it up the floor. Just underway. And they're trying to go down inside. Brown fighting hard to move. Might have got by with a little bit of a step there. I don't know. But the score.
Goal by
Ryan on the basket.
Nice move in there by Ryan. Jacob Brown, a little one-on-one action there. He's got to do a little better job defense, though. Post way too deep.
They get it out front to Perry. He gets it over. There's a 3 out of the corner. Good by Green.
Big-time basket there. Coach comes so they want to share the basket a little better. 1 possession, 1 assist.
That's a good start right there and a good passing. Got the open look to the man they wanted. Campbellsville again trying to work around Bears, trying to get out on the defensive end. That looked like a bit of a walk to me going down inside there. But Sam Whining gets the basket.
They got to the basket a little bit too easy on the first 2 possession defense. I know Coach Compton wants a little bit better effort on the defensive end.
Bears working it, get it back out top. There's a deep 3 by Brown. No good. Rebound comes off to Campbellsville. They'll bring it up the floor. That's Mason. 3 is short. Rebound comes off in there to Brown. And here come the Bears. And they're working it back, see what they can do with it. Jordan Perry on the drive, lays it in.
Tell you what, got an assist and a basket. A good start for Jordan Perry so far.
Well, he's a slasher. That's kind of his game right there. And able to put points on the board. The Bears lead it 5-4 here. Into the front court again, Campbellsville. There's the drive. Nowhere to go. They get it back in the corner working. Out front there is Mason. Mason going to get called for the walk. Yep, little crow hop.
I tell you, nice job of Horton defensively on Mason. That's one thing Coach Cummings said. Want to get the ball out of his hands or make it very hard for him. And then Horton did a nice job forcing the travel.
Yeah, make him go through traffic to get to the basket. Don't give him an open lane. Jordan Perry with it here out front. Gives it up. And Brown, inside to Sweezy. And it's going to be tipped away. It'll stay with the Bears.
Nice ball moving by the Bears so far on the offensive end, Charlie.
It has been. They've been able to move the ball well. Down into the corner. Trying to go down low to Brown and over top of him. A little too tall on the pass.
Well, a little miscommunication there. I think Horton may have had a little post pass in there, but Brown jumped a little bit too quick and Horton threw the basketball over his head.
Yep. And they'll bring it back up the floor. Get it out top, Kangaroo. Try to go down in the paint. Other than there, they kick it back out top. Bears playing man-to-man defense, staying right out front of them. Trying to stay in front of them. And lost ball loose. He goes back and gets it, knocked loose, and it'll be a foul.
Foul number 5 for UPIKE.
On Sweezy. Not sure about that.
I'm not either. There's a lot of action there, and the whistle come a little bit late, but definitely Campbellsville was trying to give a conservative effort to get the ball to Davis. Sweezy just caught him on the wrist, I guess, but
Must have.
looked like a loose ball to me, though, Charlie.
Yep. And they're trying to deny the ball to Mason, doing a good job out there, trying to making them pass away from him. Try to go down inside. Cross court pass into the corner. There's a three, and it's no good. Brown on the rebound, and I think he gets pushed.
Yeah, I think it's going to be on Ryan. Brown had nice position for the rebound there, Charlie, and Ryan had to push him in the back, and the officials caught it. One foul apiece on the Bears and the Tigers.
They'll bring it into the front court. Out top with it is Sweezy. He'll pull up for a long three, no good. Rebound comes off inside to Campbellsville. And quickly back up the other way. Mason kicks it back out. They don't let him go to the basket. That's a good move. And he's trying hard to make that drive down the corner. His shot is up, no good. Fights for rebound. Jordan Perry with it. He'll push it up the floor. Perry turned around looking for help. Nothing. Beautiful pass inside. Sir. Brown lays it in.
I tell you, that's Jordan Perry at his finest right there, Charlie. We've seen 2 assists and a basket from Perry so far.
Good start for the game for JP.
That's Brown's first basket of the day.
Mason out top of the key with it. Try to go down in the corner. Back out front. Again, trying to work it down inside.
They're trying to get it to Ryan in there against Brown. They like that matchup, Charlie. They went to it a couple times already tonight.
And shots up and good.
A little 15-footer, nice touch there by Ryan. Post player showing a little soft touch from the outside.
Sweezy kicks it back outside. There's a three. Good out there. That's Horton.
I tell you, nice shot by Tavion Horton there to give the Bears a 10-6 lead. His first basket of the day.
Mason in the front court with it. Sweezy out top on him. Mason pulls up. Shot good.
I tell you,
at the elbow.
Mason is a very patient basketball player.
Back the other way, and no call on that. Be out of bounds back to the Bears. Thought there might have been a little contact on that shot.
Got a couple substitutions for the Tigers. Number 5, Lenoris Mincy, and number 0, Devontae Robinson will check in for the Tigers.
We have
going to reset it to 20, I believe.
Okay. Throw it out top. And in the corner, there's a three. Sweezy is good.
We'll give Jordan Perry 3 assists already on the night. Big time shot from Christian Sweezy in the corner. Give him, that's his first 3 of the night as well.
Bears up by 5 now, 15 minutes to play here in the first half. And they're working it around out. Bears work around defensively out front, trying to keep the ball out of the hands of Mason as much as possible. Mason on the drive, takes it to the hole.
You know, the Bears are switching at the top there. They saw Sweezy switch on Mason. They're trying to pick up that second foul on Sweezy.
You need to get some baseline help on that drive, though. Back out top, Sweezy. Gives it to Jordan Perry. And we've got a foul on Campbellsville.
It's going to be on Winning. Will be his first, team's second. For the Tigers, number 24, Justin Tucker will check in. And for the Bears, number 15, Jamar Simpson will check in, replacing Jacob Brown. Simpson is a freshman from Lima, Ohio.
They're trying to work it inbounds, looking for Jordan Perry, get it back out top to him. Trying to set his play. They're going to double team Jordan Perry. Sweezy fires one across court. Got to go down inside. Little turnaround jumper in the lane. Good in there. Simpson.
I like Simpson's game. He can handle the basketball, but on the post, he's lethal for a 6'5" post player.
Bears are keeping pace. 15-10 lead now. 14 minutes to play in the half. Try to go down inside on the other end, Campbellsville, and yep, going to get the reach in on Simpson. Yeah.
That would be Simpson's first, team's second as well. Checking in for the Bears will be number 2, Corbin Spencer, and number 1, Darius Love. Spencer, again, he's only played one game this year due to a back injury. And for the Tigers, number 11, Max Reyes will check in, replacing Davis.
We haven't heard anything out of Davis yet tonight.
You know, I was going to say the same thing, Charlie, is making a concerted effort that last possession to try to get him a shot. But they've had him locked down so far.
And they'll throw it over to the top. Working with it out there is Reyes. 3, good by Campbellsville. Let's see, I can't get it. Looks like it. Jackson, yeah. There's a drive off the glass, good.
Darius Love take the ball to the basket and use the backboard. Says the backboard is my friend.
Yep. That's what that little square is painted up there for a reason. Working it the other way. They kick it down into the corner, working it back out top now. This one comes out to Reyes. Reyes on the drive. Boy, nice pass by Reyes. Missed shot, though. Rebound comes off to the Bears, and they're going to get up the floor quickly, and they throw it away.
I think that's the reason why Coach says to use 2 hands to catch that basketball, Charlie.
Yep.
Horton had a move in his mind before he caught the basketball, not trying to criticize him, but the thing is he just took his eye off the ball, and the one-handed attempt, the ball slips out of his hand and goes out of bounds.
Got to get the ball before you make a move.
Can't score without it, can you, Charlie?
17-13, Bears by 4 with 13-14 to play here in the first half. And we have an official question here. They're going to sanitize the ball or what? Said the ball's flat. Okay. I don't know if the ball's flat if he's just stepping on one of them boards down there that's dead.
Potentially.
There are some dead boards in the floor here. And they're working on getting the ball into the officials so we can go back to play here. Well, there it is. And now we're ready to go back to play. Guess that would be deemed an equipment issue.
An equipment issue. I wasn't sure what they was looking for there, but plus they brought a new basketball as a backup at the table now too.
Okay.
Coach Kelly Wells, athletic director, is always prepared.
Oh, he'll be on top of it. There's no question about that. Robinson with it, tries to go down in. They're trying to go down inside, and good defense stepping down low by the Bears.
Glad to see Corbin Spencer back out there.
Spencer out on the defensive end right now, and he got a tough call right there. Shot up, no good. Fight for the rebound. Should be Bears ball.
You know, you talk about that tough assignment for Corbin Spencer. Hey, welcome back. I know he was out last week. Only got to practice one day. Go guard Tavion Mason, one-on-one. Did a good job, though. Forced the miss.
17-13 still. 12:45 to play here in the half. Spencer into the front court with it. Spencer from the elbow. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound comes off to Campbellsville. Reyes will push it up the floor.
Look for Mason to get more of a scoring option on this lineup for the Tigers.
Shot up, no good. Tipped around on the rebound. Loose ball being fought for, and the Bears come out of there with it. Good hustle. Quickly down the other end, Corbin Spencer, three out of the corner, good.
Did such a nice job of setting his feet, squared his shoulders. The basket goes in, 20-13 the Bears.
Had all day there, Reyes. Trying to take it down inside, he gets cut off. They get it back out front to Mason. Mason fall away, no good. Rebound comes off to the Bears. Pikeville pushing it up the floor again. And there's JP for three. Missed it off the bottom of the net.
Oh, wow.
Never saw, didn't expect that one.
Mason, I tell you what, he's quick. And he put the Bears on the skates and just kept on backpedaling over to the basket and lays it off the glass for good.
Yeah, you got to get it. You got to beat him down the floor. There's no question. Get there and establish your position. Bears with it offensively. Horton fires it back out. Now they try to go down low. Strong move and a foul as Simpson goes to the basket.
That'll be on Mincy, his first, team's third. Kind of a media timeout here, Charlie.
So that doesn't really mean anything to us anymore, Gary.
So far here, Charlie, for the Bears, they're 8 of 13 from the floor, 61%. They're 4 of 7 from deep, and they have 5 defensive rebounds for the Tigers. They're 7 of 14 from the floor, 50%. 1 of 6 from 3, and they got 4 defensive rebounds as well. The Bears got 3 assists and 2 turnovers. For Campbellsville, 0 assists and 1 turnover as well. So right now, Coach Compton said they wanted to get a better flow to the offense. Even if it's a 1-to-1 assist to turnover ratio, he's fine with that. Coming into the season, and they're averaging 10 assists and 14 turnovers per ball game. He says they have to be better than that. So far in the first almost 8.5 minutes of this ball game, they are 3 assists and only 2 turnovers. So they only had 6 assists in a double overtime game on Saturday. So you can see already in the first 8.5 minutes, they've already got 3 assists. They're sharing the basketball right now.
And impressive shooting, 61% from the floor right now coming for the Bears. Although Campbellsville shooting a pretty hot 50% of their own.
Well, you know, this team, like we talked about it in the pregame show there, Charlie, they're going to get down the floor as well. Very talented team with Tavion Mason and Alston Davis. And as Davis checks back in for the Tigers, and, you know, you got to score. And also, this young man going to the line right now for the Bears, Jameer Simpson, I know he's only 6'5". He's a freshman, but I really like his post game for the Bears.
And he'll be at the free throw line. Simpson has a pair of free throws coming. First one on its way, and it's off the front of the rim.
Comes in the game 4 of 6 from the line, makes him 4 of 7 for the season. Jacob Brown here, check back in for the Bears.
Makes the second one. Gives the Bears a 6-point lead, 11:24 to play here in the half.
Brown will replace Simpson. Tavion Mason out of the lineup right now for the Tigers.
And putting that full court pressure on that time. Sweezy was down there on Reyes. Low open shot. Nice block coming out of nowhere. Yeah.
I like that young man.
Corbin Spencer back the other way, quickly looking. And the Bears are working it around to the outside. Jordan Perry absent from the lineup for the Bears right now. Out top Sweezy, 3. Nope. Rebound comes off to Campbellsville. And they'll get it up the floor. Quickly a 3 by Reyes, no good. Rebound comes off to the Bears, Corbin Spencer. Spencer pushing it up the floor. They'll get it back to Corbin. He can shoot the 3.
I don't think you'll see much time today with either Corbin Spencer or Jordan Perry being on the floor.
Spencer deep 3, top of the key, short. Rebound comes off inside to Whining. Campbellsville back the other way quickly. Trying to go down inside with it. And will be a charge call on Ross Ryan.
That'll be his second, team's 4th. Perry getting checked back in for the Bears. He will replace Darius Love. And number 15, Nola Barrow, will replace Ross Ryan for the Tigers. Darius Love gave the Bears a couple of really good minutes. Had a little layup there, Charlie. A nice defensive play there as well. That's the type of bench contributions the Bears need this season.
They do. We got a illegal pick, looks like, on Jordan Perry.
His first, team's 3rd. know Perry's kind of questioning that call, and he told Jordan he caught him on by the side. You got to let him go through.
Yep.
Nice communication between player and referee.
Yep. At least he explained what his call was. I like to see that. Reyes with it out front. Picked up his dribble.
For this lineup for the Tigers, Charlie, look for him to try to get number 4, Austin Davis, involved.
Well, he tries to drive, gets knocked loose. Loose ball comes back up to the Pike for the Bears. They take it down to the top of the key. Brown on the drive, scoop shot. No good.
Try to go high off the glass.
Almost went over the back of the rim.
Went a little too high, didn't it, Charlie?
Yep. Reyes with it, gets it up. 3 out of the corner, no.
Davis'
Rebound
first
Brown.
shot of the night.
Yep. Bears pushing it, taking it all the way down in the lane. Shot up, no. But he'll go to the line. It'll be Malcolm Green at the free throw line.
Max Reyes, I believe, on the foul. Mason will check back in for the Tigers, and Tavion Horton will check back in for the Bears, replacing Corbin Spencer.
15 foul on Campbellsville.
Reyes' first, team's 5th. Bears inbound from the baseline.
And they'll throw it over the top. Jordan Perry. Perry gets double team top of the key, gets rid of it. They're working it, nothing there. Horton drives across the hand. It'll be stolen away by Mason. Mason going to streak to the free throw line or to the basket, lays it in.
A quick young man, knows what to do with the basketball, that's for sure.
So Jordan Perry brings it back down as they cut the lead to 4. Perry takes it into the lane, double team. He gets fouls as he goes up for the shot.
It could be on Whining, his second, team 6th. Should send Perry to the line shooting 2 shots. Perry on the season is 12 of 15, 80% clip.
Whining didn't like the call, but you know, you guys driving the basket, you got to give him some. You got to give it up.
Got to give it up.
Free throw's good by Jordan Perry. Gives him 3 on the evening. Very balanced scoring for the Bears so far.
Devontae Robinson will check back in for the Tigers.
Second free throw, no good. Rebound comes off to Campbellsville. And quickly the other way, nothing there. Bears on the rebound again. Pushing it back up the floor. Jordan Perry. Perry going to take it to the rim again. Pulls up, no good. Rebound, gets his own rebound, puts it in.
Gives him 5 on the evening.
24-17, Bears back by 7 now. And
Mason's starting to take over, Charlie.
I think he took a little bit. Looked like more than one step getting in there, but I may be wrong. He's awful short to cover that much ground that fast.
He's very quick with the basketball too.
Jordan Perry on the drive.
We'll call an offensive foul on Jordan Perry. It'll be his second. I don't know about that call. I guess they called the arm extension. So Corbin Spencer checked back in for the Bears, replacing Perry. Mason's up to 10 here in the first half for the Tigers.
And Mason will bring it back up the floor. Walks it into the front court. They're going to work it around out front. Trying to get that step back 3. Nothing there. Davis couldn't get loose. Try to take it over on the right side, driving it into paint. Ball loose. They kick it back outside. Mason open. That was
Davis.
Davis, I'm sorry. Beautiful pass.
Yes.
And he missed it.
Way to run the floor by the big man, and Sweezy reported him too, just a little too hard off the glass.
Mason trying to drive in the lane. He'll kick it back outside. 3. This one is good. And we got a timeout on the floor.
Yeah, 30-second timeout, Charlie.
Yep.
So the Tigers cut this lead to a 24-22 lead. And I tell you, Charlie, back when I went to school at the University of Pike, which was many moons ago, the Campbellsville at the time, they had a player, I can't remember his last name. His first name was literally Opie. And you would think from the Andy Griffith show, but I tell you, Opie could sure play some basketball for the Tigers. Can't remember his last name. Of course, the redheaded kid, of course, off the TV show, I'm sure, from Andy Griffith's
Right,
show.
I'm sure you got that nickname that way.
But I tell you, he could really play some basketball, that's for sure. But so far, Charlie, real quick, the Bears 9 of 18, 50% from the floor, 4 of 8 from deep. Campbellsville 10 of 20, still extending very hot shooting. And then also 2 of 8 from deep. Rebounds 8 apiece.
And, Bears, they gave up an awful good look at time to Davis. You can't give him those kind of looks and get him in a rhythm.
That was second chance rebound there by the Tigers.
Bears with it out front, Sweezy. Trying to get down low. Nothing there. Simpson trying to back in, nowhere to go. Corbin Spencer takes it in the lane. A little bit of a contact. No call. Ooh. Missed on the dunk. Going back up with it.
Horton showed some athleticism.
He did. There's a shot out of the corner. No. Rebound comes off inside to Green, and he'll push it up the floor. There's a 3 out of the corner. Simpson this time, no good. Rebound comes off to Mason. Mason just palmed it right there. They didn't catch it. They're going to give him for the charge, though.
Nice job of Simpson, but not Simpson Sweezy as far as that's going to be on Mason, be his first team 7th. The Bears want to shoot the bonus because it's an offensive foul, but Sweezy did a nice job picking up. But you're right, Mason's very close every single time he drives the basket.
There was no question he would come across. He had his hand all the way on the bottom when he came over the timeline. It's a lot easier to move the ball when you can do that.
That's true, too.
Bears with it. Picked up his dribble. That's a bad spot for Malcolm Green. He gives it up to Corbin Spencer. Shot up. No, but a foul. And maybe Davis, I'm hoping. 3, okay. That'll be Davis.
Well, they caught it on.
Did they?
Caught it on Sebastian, which we don't have that one on our roster.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong roster, evidently. Yeah, Sebastian's wearing 3 now. Got to use the new roster. I forgot. Spencer's free throw's good. 25-22 now. Bears by 3. 6:13 to go here in the first half. Mason bringing it up the floor. Trying to go back with it. Go cross-court pass. There's Davis's 3 is good.
You talked about it in the pregame show. Don't get him in rhythm. He's already hit 2 in this first half. Horton a little out of control there, Charlie. Mason stepped in and took the charge. That'd be Horton's.
That's a hard call. I don't know how to look at that because, the contact ended up. The defensive man to me was never set. Now, did he establish that position by backtrack? I don't think he did.
Now, if you're moving, I think it's hard to establish a position if you're moving.
I know that you've got that, but you can't just stop on a dime going backwards and get that. But they got the call, obviously. Yeah,
so that's going to be Horton's first, team's 5th. But like you said, driving to the basket, if somebody's backpedaling there, how can you call that? And actually, I thought he got to his left shoulder as well, too. Back in my officiating days, I know we always look for where the contact was. If it's the middle of the chest, we know the offensive player initiated that contact. There looked like the contact was more on the shoulder. It's the same thing when Jordan Perry got called early in the first half on the moving screen, which was a good call because he caught the defender with his shoulder. He wasn't having an established position there. But Charlie, we've got 5:50 to go here in the first half. It's a 25-25 ball game. Both teams come out. The Bears have cooled off. They're 9 of 20 from the floor, 45%, which I think would be good, but they're 2 of the last 10 from the floor.
Yeah, that's tough stretch for them right now. Let's see what they can do here defensively. Need to get a stop here and try to turn this thing back around as they were playing well there for a long time.
Well, like you're talking about Alston Davis, you can't get him to get in rhythm. They kept him without even a shot first 10 minutes. In the last 5 minutes, he's hit 2 threes. He's starting to get a little bit of a rhythm. Need to clamp him down a little bit more.
And they're trying to weave around out front, get him play off of a pick, get a good look. There's a shot up and no good. Rebound comes off to the Bears. Spencer in the front court with it. Corbin Spencer will pull up for the 3. It's good.
I tell you what,
two.
Call
So
it 2
shot.
shot. He's got a good-looking shot. It gives him 7 on the evening.
That's a carry. I don't think you take 3 steps before you put it on the ground, even if you didn't have. But I guess they're going to say you didn't have control of it. I hate that. I think that's, you know.
He called it. He said he didn't have possession of the basketball. Hey, you're fumbling it, though. But the foul's been called on Sweezy. That's his second, team 6th. Darius Love will check back in for the Bears. Braden Sebastian at the line for Campbellsville shooting 2 shots.
And that's a modern call. Used to, that was a walk.
That's a walk.
Used to, the Euro step was a walk. Now, when did we move to that? I mean, it's the advantage of the offense is what it boils down to being.
That Euro step every single time to me looks like a walk.
It's a walk. I mean, it is. But I guess it's not in the books anymore, but, you know.
Sebastian missed the second one. Bears leading this one 27-26. Simpson with another rebound for the Bears.
Trying to drive inside. Brown looked at it out at the top of the key. Now he'll give it up. Is that Green on the drive? Good.
Nice move on Malcolm Green.
And quickly back the other way. There's a 3. It's good.
Sebastian.
Guess who? Sebastian.
Campbellsville likes that 3-point line. You got to hustle back on that defense.
Well, you can't let them catch you and shoot in rhythm like that. And trying to answer on the other end. Bears can't do it with Corbin Spencer. Mason back the other way. Mason tries to take it down in the lane and got down in among the trees. They did a good job not taking the bait and getting caught on the foul. Corbin Spencer knocks it loose from behind. It'll stay with Campbellsville. 13 seconds on the shot clock. 29-29 ball game. 4:14 to play here in the first half.
Spencer's looked solid so far, Charlie, back in his return from injury.
It is. You're right. And Mason kicks it back outside. There's a deep 3. No, contested 3. Ball tipped around. It'll be picked up by the Bears. Simpson and Spencer. Boy, beautiful reverse layup.
I tell you what, that's a nice move by Corbin Spencer. Give him 8 here in the first half.
Leading scorer for the Bears. Mason out front with it. And there's a 3, and he caught him out of rhythm on that one.
I tell you, they got lucky. That shot looked good from this angle.
Yeah, it did.
Of course, every time he shoots it, I think it's going in.
Well, he got a beautiful stroke. There's no doubt about that. Green on the drive, gives it up to Simpson. Simpson takes it to the rack, lays it in.
It's a nice move by the freshman there.
I like the looks of that young man. 33-29, Bears back by 4 with 3:10 to go here in the half.
Gives Simpson 5 points, 5 rebounds in the first half.
Mason straightaway 3 is good. Wow. I'll tell you what, that was just a good-looking shot right there. Corbin Spencer threw his hands out right there with him, Coach. What do you do on that one?
What do you expect me to do on that one, Coach? That's their 14th attempt already from three-point land.
Yeah, I mean, they live and die by the 3.
Yeah, they're no going inside. The first couple of possessions in the first half, they went inside to Ryan. He ends up picking up 2 fouls, and then the rest of the first half it's been from the outside.
So they're shooting 35% from behind the three-point line. The Bears, 45%.
So it's 33-32 UPIKE. Of course, the big thing is Jordan Perry picked up the second foul in the first half. I would doubt you'll see him again here in the first half. Only 3 minutes to go to halftime. Just protect him from foul trouble. But Jameer Simpson for the Bears, he's a freshman, a 15, left-handed kid, 5 points, 5 rebounds in his first half. He and Corbin Spencer, a lot of production off the bench tonight for the Charlie.
Right. You're exactly right. Well, they've got 16 of their 32 points or 33 points are off the bench. Corbin Spencer with it out front. Drives in, kicks it back outside. Simpson with it now top of the key. He put up 3, and boy, it was off. Rebound comes off to Davis, and quickly back the other way. Try to go down inside. And we'll call the walk. Okay.
Green,
it's hard to go from block to block without walking.
Green replaced Simpson for the Bears. Yeah, go from side to side.
In dance class, they say it was a pretty pirouette,
I know we have one official at home. Rick Bentley agrees with us on those calls too, Charlie. If I was going to call him Darius Love, illegal screen. That'll be his first, team 7th.
I missed it, to be honest. I couldn't tell you.
Just try to roll a little bit too quick. You got to let that defender go through.
You got to have the contact, yeah. And Reyes will bring it up the floor. Evan Spencer getting a lot of minutes here tonight. We thought he might have some limited time, but he's not been limited much.
And for the Tigers here, Charlie, it's a lineup without Mason or Davis. But Campbellsville has some very talented guys, though, too. Just because they're not on the floor doesn't mean anything.
You know, the Bears, if they need to take advantage of them not being on the floor, though, that would be a good.
Of course, Coach Vernon just heard us and said, hey, we'll put Mason back in the ballgame.
Spencer trying to back down inside, driving in the lane, kicks it out. There's an open three, and it is no good by Horton. And quickly, Reyes back the other way. Reyes wants to take it in the lane. He'll throw it away. Great hands out there by Pike. Bring it back up. Beautiful, beautiful passing.
Nice.
That's what you wanted to see.
Love and Green.
Love ends up getting the basket, getting rewarded for the steal. 35-32 Bears. 3 straight away is no good. And Bears, that was more or less an uncontested rebound. You can't give that one up.
Mincy with the basket. His first one of the night.
Bears by 1, 35-34, minute 20 to play here. 3, no good. Darius Love. Quickly back the other way. There's Reyes with it.
Kenyon Stone here to check in for the Bears.
Reyes tries to drive and gets the spin move, lays it in.
We're under a minute to go here in the first half.
1 point lead now for Campbellsville. Is that going to be a...
That's going to be on Reyes. That was his second. Team's 9th. So if you want the bone, Kenyon Stone will check in with the Bears replacing. He'll replace Darius Love.
Okay.
Tavion Mason check back in for the Tigers, replacing Reyes. He won the bonus for Green.
So Green at the free throw line, try to tie it up with this one.
65% on the season.
Short, and rebound comes off to Campbellsville. Bring it up the floor, Mason. Campbellsville trying to work it around to the outside. Get it back out top. Mason now with it, 29 seconds left. Only 11 on the shot clock. And might have been a little bit of a bump there on the drive. Drive good.
Sebastian. He's played a nice first half as well for the Tigers.
Bears will go play for one. Only 8 seconds on the clock here. And he'll get fouled on the drive. Malcolm Green will go back to the free throw line.
It's going to be on Mincy. His second, team's 10th. He's in the act of shooting anyway, so he'll get 2 shots. He missed his only attempt tonight so far.
Takes his time, puts the first one up, and it's good. And we're tied at 38-36. My bad.
Price will replace Mincy for the Tigers. And then Austin Davis will check back in for the Tigers as well. They got 3.6 seconds. Coach Vernon might be thinking, might be able to get one last shot. He'll replace Devontae Robbins.
Green with one more free throw. Make it a 1 point game here. And it's on its way, rolls in, and it's 38-37.
Fine 14-4.
Deep three off the back of the rim, no good. So at the half, it's 38-37, Campbellsville. And Pike will have the ball to open the second half, trailing by 1. Out front they have it. That's Sweezy. Tries to go down inside. Brown backs his way in. Well, up and under move. Nice job.
That's his second basket of the game. He comes in that game averaging 9 a game. It gives him 4. Bears reclaimed the lead, Charlie.
See what kind of adjustments Ty made here at halftime for them. And they're going to work it around. Bears staying in that man-to-man, which is their signature defense. Wish a team like this you better, because you start playing zone on them, they're going to be tough. He learned that from the big guy they had a couple years ago.
And plus, that's the way they started off the game, try to go inside to the paint.
A little bit of a collision there out front.
A lot of contact. No call, though.
Pike will working it around out front. Horton gives it up. Sweezy tries to take it into the lane and gets cut off. He'll get it back outside to Perry. Jordan Perry with it now. Perry for 3. And 2, they say his toe was on the line.
I tell you, it gives Perry up to 7 on the evening. Game averaging 25. Bears up 3. Good start so far. Second half.
And let's see, I guess he got rid of it before he stepped out of bounds, and we're going to get a foul.
Maybe on Horton. On Sweezy, that's his 3rd. It's a big foul. It's the first for the Bears on the second half. I was sending Sebastian to the line shooting 2 shots. He's 1 of 2 from the line on the day. 6 points, 4 rebounds so far for the young man.
Makes the first one.
Corbin Spencer will check in. I'll say he'll replace Sweezy.
And coach out there, Coach Vernon, making some adjustments defensively as soon as he comes into the game.
First time I guess Spencer and Perry played a little bit together in that first half.
Makes both free throws back to a 1-point game, 41-40. And here come Bears back up the floor. Jordan Perry with it. He'll get it out top. There's the drive down in the. Going to get him with a delayed call on the walk.
It was a walk.
It was a walk. I'm not arguing that.
But there have been a lot of other calls that could have been called walk too, Charlie.
So 1-point ball game, 41-40. And Campbellsville with it, trying to work it out front. There's a 3. You can't leave him open.
Sebastian can shoot the basketball.
Yep.
He's up to 11.
Now they do. They're a 3-point shooting team now. There's no question about that. Corbin Spencer gives it up. Bears working with it again. Back over to Spencer. He'll answer with a 3. It's good.
Quick release. It just fits him in double figures with 11.
Into the front court now. Mason gives it up. And Campbellsville working. He'll try to get it back to Mason. Going to be called for the walk. Yep.
So the Bears' second half defense has definitely picked up a little bit. The intensity is a little bit more.
Exactly. That's what you want to see, is that intensity on the defensive end, and try to keep Campbellsville off their game a little bit.
Keep them out of the rhythm.
Corbin Spencer driving into the lane. Beautiful give and go, and lays it in.
That was made by Corbin Spencer. His patience to let Brown roll to the basket, not give it to him too quick.
Yep. 46-43 now, Bears. 17 minutes to play. And miss that time by Mason. Jordan Perry drives to the basket, lays it in, and got a chance to make one.
He should be on Sebastian. It'd be his second team's first here. Second half. Perry will be up to 9 points and go to the line shooting 1 shot.
Okay. After we come back, we got a timeout. Bears back on top by 5. And I like the way they've come out to play here in the second half.
Much better rhythm, kind of very similar to the start in the first half, Charlie, actually. But now let's see if the Bears can continue that. That first half they was up 5 at 6 points at one time. They let that lead slip away, though. Now the key, like you're talking about, right now they got Campbellsville out of rhythm offensively right now. I'm not sure what to do with the basketball. They got to keep that defensive intensity up, and I'm sure Coach Compton and his staff will definitely be talking about that in the huddle.
I'm sure that was a discussion they had at halftime is, what we want to do. We want to keep Mason and Davis definitely we want to keep them on their heels, keep them moving. Don't let them get comfortable. And so far, they've been able to do that here in this second half.
It's and that's key because the Bears have got a lot of newcomers. I don't want to say young players, but they got a lot of newcomers, and they got to be able to learn how to win in this league. And it's good to see Corbin Spencer back there. We talked about that a little bit there too, and also Jordan Perry. With their leadership on the floor, this Bears team has a lot of talent, and they got to have a little bit of leadership. And I think Perry and Spencer definitely will show that for them.
I think so. We'll see, and they'll do it by actions and not by words too. That's the thing.
Great point.
Jordan Perry at the free throw line to try to add to the 5-point lead here. And it bounces out. Thought he was going to get the bounce, but didn't get it.
I did too.
Mason now will bring it into the front court. And he's going to drive hard to the basket. Misses the shot, but it'll be a foul on Corbin Spencer.
His first team second here in the second half. Mason going to the line for the first time on the evening.
Let's see. Free throw on its way is good. He's got one more.
Puts Mason up to 14 on the evening. Coming to the game averaging 18.
Misses the second one, though. Rebound comes off to the Bears, and Corbin Spencer will bring it up the floor. Spencer with it out top. Give it to Brown, top of the key. Brown takes it to the rack and has it blocked. That was Robinson, wasn't it?
That was Ryan on the block.
Right, okay. Bears got to get in and get that rebound, and they've had 3 opportunities, and it'll go back to UPIKE.
I tell you, that is something that I've seen. They've been a lot of black shirts and not a lot of gray shirts.
Yeah.
On the glass.
Guess we're changing basketballs again.
The other one escaped down the hallway a little bit.
That's another thing about not having a crowd. Nobody run down them loose balls. Bringing the ball in front court to Corbin Spencer. Spencer kicks it back out. Bears working it around, trying to get a look. Brown over here on the right side.
Look for Perry in the corner.
Yep. Brown. Double. Turns it up, puts it in.
He's up to 8 on the evening.
Bears back by 6, 50-44. Got 15:50 to play here in the contest. And they're Campbellsville working around. And they'll try to go down inside with it. Robinson. I'm sorry, it's Ryan.
And call it on Brown, no shot.
Yep.
Be his first, team's third here in the second half.
Ryan, a big kid, 6'9", 230.
Definitely has a size advantage over Brown.
Yes. Well, he's trying to body him up down in there. See, I'm not sure why that's not a charge, by the way. I mean, they don't call it, so I'm not. And boy, nice tip in by Mason.
Puts him up to 16 on the evening. Only 2 points from his season average.
Back to a 4-point ball game now. Pike will kick it down into the corner to Corbin. Back out in the corner again. There's a 3 on its way. No. Rebound coming off to the Bears. I mean, to the Tigers. Air ball out of bounds.
Checking in for the Tigers, number 5.
I think Ryan going to come. That'll get your seat on the bench every time, won't it?
And Mincy will check in for the Tigers, replacing Ryan. And then Carl Campbell will check in for the Bears, his first action, and he will replace Jacob Brown.
Yeah, Campbell, a 6'10" junior from London, England.
Definitely could give the Bears some key minutes off the bench.
It's good size. I mean, you know.
Rim protecting, just rebound the basketball.
Yeah, well. Oh, don't need to handle that on the floor, evidently. They get the ball down into the corner. There's a 3 on the other end. Good by Campbellsville. That's whining.
Gives him 5 on the evening, and Jameer Simpson's already at the table.
Got a 1-point lead now for the Bears. Jordan Perry takes it into the lane, kicks it back outside. And it'll be knocked out of bounds as They were trying to get it outside to Corbin Spencer, but it gets knocked out. The Horton pass gets knocked down.
Robson will check in for the Tigers, replacing Sebastian, and Simpson will check in for the Bears, replacing Campbell.
Short stint on the floor for Campbell that time. Green will throw it in. Simpson's giving them some good minutes. And Jordan Perry with it, gives it up. Try to go down inside Simpson. Simpson bodies himself up, works his way in, makes.
Reminds me of left-handed Moses Malone. A lot of head fakes. Gives him 7 on the evening.
52-49. There's a 3 out of the corner. No, rebound comes off to the Bears. That's Green with it, I believe. And we're going to have a blocking foul.
That'll be on Mason. His team's second here in the second half.
You know, Mason's so used to that quickness, he just got to just slide under you, and the officials caught him that time.
Got him that time. Green's pretty quick himself.
He is, yeah. And be knocked away. It'll stay with the Bears.
Off Mason's hand, then off the official, and he was wanting to know why the official's standing out of bounds. That means that the official's part of the out of bounds.
Part of the floor, that's right. Even if he's standing inbounds, he's part of the floor.
Part of the floor.
And up top, Corbin Spencer on the drive. Might have got by with a step there. Jordan Perry puts a 3 up. It's short. He's been off a little bit today. 52-49. Bears on top. 13:30 to play. There's a deep 3. And it's in and out. No good. Simpson with the rebound.
Said that a lot tonight.
Yeah. Jordan Perry driving into the lane for the Bears. And I tell you, that was a block, but he also pushed off with the offhand to get it. Mason on the drive, and he might have got fouled. No call. Shot put up and in, down inside, though.
Robinson. His first basket of the evening. It's 52-51 Bears, Charlie, with 13 minutes to go here in the second half.
Corbin Spencer with it out top.
Reyes going to check in for the Tigers.
Spencer will give it up. Green. And Green has it knocked loose, and Campbellsville will come up with it. And knocked out of bounds. Mason did not get the acting award on that one.
Spencer comes a little hobbled there, Charlie. Maybe turned an ankle, maybe.
Got a timeout on the floor. 52-51, 1-point ball game. Campbellsville will have the ball when we come out of the timeout here. 12:47 to play. And, you know, Campbellsville just relentless right now.
Right now, of course, Campbellsville still has the lead on the backboard. They're up 23-18 on the glass. Campbellsville 7-20 from deep. 20 of 44 overall from the floor, 45%. The Bears shooting the basketball really well, 21 for 40 from the floor, 52%. 5 of 16 of deep for 31% clip, but 5 of 10 from the free throw line for 50%. So those 5 free throws in a 1-point ball game would be really big right now, Charlie.
Oh, you're right. I think that's going to be an issue. And getting out rebounded, they need to get in and rebound with this team. They, you know, I mean, you just got to stay on the boards.
For Campbellsville, Mason's leading all statistical categories for the Tigers. He has 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. For the Bears, Spencer leads in scoring with 11. Simpson has 6 rebounds, and Spencer has 3 assists
now,
as well.
And there's no way that a 5'10" guard should have 6 rebounds on you.
No. That's again, I'm glad to see Spencer coming back out for the Bears here as well, too. But, again, if you watch on the rebounding, you're seeing multiple black shirts and only maybe 1 or 2 gray shirts. Got to have more conservative effort to rebound the basketball.
They're going to start crashing the boards a little harder. You're right. And they'll kick it back out. Campbellsville with it. Reyes kicks it into the corner. And a basket.
Robinson.
Yep.
I'm sorry, winning. I'm sorry. It gives him 7.
Yep. And it's a 1-point lead now for Campbellsville. And Green on the drive and the basket.
That's a lot of contact on that.
Yeah, could have been an and-one situation there. I'm not sure how's that not a walk, by the way. Rebound comes off to Corbin Spencer on the high one. Spencer will bring it into the front court. On the right side, gives it up. Green will kick it back out to Horton. Horton puts it on the floor. Down the corner to Jordan Perry. There's a 3. Good.
Nice job. Nice job. It gives him 6 on the evening.
And the Bears back by 4.
Nice patience of Jordan Perry.
Reyes pulls up for a 3 and gets it. 2. 2, they're saying. That was a 3.
It gives him 4 on the evening. But, yeah, I thought that was –
he was behind the line, I'm pretty sure, wasn't he? Okay. Thought you were looking at the – I may be wrong. And we have foul on the floor. And that foul will be on Sam Whining. His third.
It's team's third here in the second half.
Got another timeout on the floor. 57-55, Bears by a deuce here with 11:27 to play. Neither team in the bonus here at this point, so we've got a long way to go in this one.
Yeah, so as far as foul trouble, we got Sweezy for the Bears who has 3. And then that was Whining's, his third for the Tigers. So that's 2 big players, one for each team who's in foul trouble. Again, Sweezy was plagued with foul trouble on Saturday at Cumberland, and now he's playing long stretches without him today before he picked up that third foul here. So it'll be key to get him back up on the floor as much as possible. Corbin Spencer, again, coming off an injury, coming back. Talked to Coach Compton this morning, talked about limited availability. He's already up to 20 minutes played already in this game. Corn's leading the Bears in scoring with 11 points. And Jordan Perry just took over the assist lead. He's had his third assist. The Bears are up to 8 assists on the night and 8 turnovers. So sharing the basketball a little bit more here in the second half. And you can start seeing the team cohesion starting to come together a little bit more than what you saw at Martin Methodist and Cumberland as well, too. Again, they've got to have more time on the floor together. And Sweezy just checks back in for the Bears.
Well, they got their assist numbers up. They look a little bit better on that here tonight.
Small lineup for the Bears here. You got 4 guards and Jacob Brown.
And Bears having heart trouble. They get it in. Squeezy. And he's going to try to take it to the rack. Gets cut off again. And, has his pocket picked. Might have been a little bit of a reach-in foul, but no call. And Mason gives it up. And there's a steal by the Bears.
Sweezy took it back.
Yep. Let them get a little handsy out there right now.
It is the Mid-South, right, Charlie?
There's a 3 out of the corner. Corbin Spencer missed it. Rebound comes off to Mason.
Jameer Seminary check back in for the Bears.
Robinson on the drive. Loses it. Picking it back up the other way. Here comes Pikewell with it. There's a short jumper. No good. Rebound tipped in by Brown on the Horton miss.
It gives Brown double figures. He's got 10 on the evening.
Bears clinging to that 4-point lead here with 10:28 to play. Into the front court now is Mason. Mason pulls up just inside the 3-point line. No good. Rebound. And Brown with a nice block. Jordan Perry picks up the loose ball.
They need that kind of presence from him this year defensively.
They do. Brown looked at the 3. Back to Perry. Jordan Perry, give it over. There's a 3 on the other side. Good.
Nice shot, Christian Sweezy. Gives him two threes on the night. He's going to be key for him to stay on the floor this year for the Bears.
62-57 now, Bears on top. Under the 10-minute mark. Bears still playing man-to-man. There's the drive by Mason, and they'll hand it down inside.
2-point basket.
That was Jackson.
He got inside position on Brown and just used that position and cut the layup.
Just used his body, and you wouldn't let him get around him.
Gives him 5 on the evening.
There's the drive, and that ball passed into the corner, and we're going to have a foul.
That's going to be on Mincy. It'll be his third, team's 4th. For the Bears, Simpson will check back in, and for the Tigers, you'll have number 3, Braden Sebastian, and also number 15, Price, checking back in for the Tigers.
Malcolm Green checking back in for the Bears as well.
The Bears are really small. Simpson would play the post. They're still going to 4-guard type lineup there with Sweezy, Horton, Perry, Simpson, and Green. So definitely got to have team rebounding right now.
Yes. Malcolm Green throwing it inbounds. Get it out top. Squeezy. Squeezy will take it over to the left side. He's going to try to.
Nice
Beautiful
play.
pass. Simpson was so alone, he didn't know what to do, man. He said, where's everybody at? I'll put it in.
That gives him 9. Again, that's 2 for the last 2 possessions. A Sweezy 3 and the assist. So key for him to stay on the floor. He's a floor general for this team.
Mason nearly loses it. They'll get it back out.
It's going to be on Green.
Yep. That's his first foul. So
His first team's 4th here in the second half.
8:50 to play. Campbellsville will have it on the baseline. Get it back out top to Mason. Trying to go down.
I'm going to call that on Sweezy. As if he gets 4th, and I really thought that was a
Yeah, it's a hand check. I get it, but you don't call it. You never see him call a hand check in the paint.
no, and he never did extend
No.
as well. He just kind of basically positioned himself. Kenyon Stone will check back in for the Bears, replacing Sweezy, who just picked up his 4th.
Bring it back out top. Mason. There's a shot up and good.
Sebastian.
By Sebastian, yep.
Gives him 14. Young man can shoot the basketball.
He's had a good run. 64-60, 8:25 to go. Bears have got to finish out here. Can't have a letdown down the stretch, you know. And over to Green. I'm sorry, that's to Horton, sorry. I'll get it out. There's Horton. 3 is good.
He said, say my name, Charlie, now. Say my name.
Horton got it done.
He got 9 on the evening. Bears up 7.
And Campbellsville working, trying to get it down inside again. Try to get it down in. Nope. Bears playing pretty good defense this trip. Down 11 seconds on the shot clock. And there's a steal, Jordan Perry. And Perry will lay it in on the other end. And we got a timeout called by Campbellsville.
I guess Perry in the double figures with 11. Bears' largest lead of the evening. Up 9.
And Rick Bentley at home watching it out, checking us out here today. Appreciate that, and miss seeing him here at these games.
Yeah, I tell you what, now Rick has been he's been a long stay around this University of Pikeville. Athletics been on the hill now, and one of the more popular professors in the Coleman College of Business. Rick, a long time as sports information director for the University of Pikeville. And I believe either 3 or 4 times he was named the Sports Information Director of the Year. Now he's taking his talents to the Coleman College of Business and teaching these young minds a lot about sports management. And again, all these athletes know who Rick is, and that's one of the advantages of the University of Pikeville. You have a relationship with all your professors. They learn how you learn, and you learn how they teach.
Rick and I went all around the country together there for about 20 years, covering games. We'd ride back, we'd ride together, we'd eat together, as you might notice by seeing the two of us, and we could tell you where the good places to eat are in the Mid-South Conference.
Well, I tell you something about Rick Bentley. That is something, again, he is one of the many professors on this hill that who love these student athletes, love all the students, and want to see them succeed.
Yes. And it'll be Campbellsville basketball with 7:37 to play.
For the first time of the night, we have no Corbin Spencer or Jordan Perry on the floor.
Yep.
First time we've seen that lineup.
I will go into a 2-3 zone here.
First time we've seen
Change
that this
up. There you
evening.
go. There's a 3, and it is no good. That should, and still they can't get the rebound. A lot of contact in there on the rebound. There's a 3 straight away. Good. Mason. Yep.
Give him 19. Corbin Spencer quickly to the table. Check in for the Bears.
Out top with it. Pop will move it around. Green trying to go down inside. The ball tipped away. It'll be picked up by Campbellsville. They get it back out top to Mason. Mason on the drive. Shot up. No, but a foul.
Call this on Green, I believe. his second, team 6. But I'll send Mason to the line shooting 2 shots. He's 1 of 2 from the line.
So Mason chance to pull his team in. If they're down by 6 here, can pull them in by 4. 2 free throws coming. First one's good.
Spencer checking with the Bears, replacing Stone, and Davis will check in for the Tigers, replacing Jackson.
Got one more free throw coming for Mason. Makes the second one. 69-65. 6:44 to go.
Mason leads all scorers with 20.
Goes to Green, top of the key. Goes back to Spencer. Spencer looking inside, nothing there. Spins, gets himself down loose, slow, can't get it to go.
That's a nice move to get to the basket, though.
Rebound Ryan. Come the Tigers back the other way. There's a 3, and it's short. Rebound comes off to the Bears, Horton. Horton gets it down into the corners. They go down low to Brown. Brown double teamed. Spins a little hook shot off the glass, no good. Rebound comes off in there to Ryan. Pushing the ball up the floor again. There's Mason, has to pull up, give it away. Looking at Ryan down inside. Ryan, 10-footer is good.
Tell you what, he's made that basket twice, his 6th point of the evening, but he's made that little floater twice this evening. And Jordan Perry checking the next dead ball for the Bears.
Makes it a 2-point ball game, 69-67. Driving in the lane, Green gives it up. Horton be called for the walk.
Just a little bit too quick.
But you got a timeout on the floor, 69-67. Bears holding on to a 2-point lead with 5:33 to play. And Campbellsville starting to have their way again a little bit.
You know, the Bears, they jumped out to that lead and 6-point lead, and next thing you know, and the Campbellsville cut down to 2, and now they just forced a walk on Horton here. They're going to have the basketball. 2-point lead with 5:33 to go. And, you know, offensively here for the Bears, they're still shooting the basketball very well. 28 of 51 from the floor, 55%, 8 of 21 from deep, 5 of 10 from the free throw line, 22 rebounds, 10 assists, 10 turnovers. That 1-to-1 ratio. And, you know, Bears offensively, as for defensively, doing a good job on Campbellsville. They've got 3 assists, and they turned the basketball over 12 times. It's just it's not the Bears' turnovers are coming at the inopportune times when they have a little bit of a lead, or when Campbellsville's on a little bit of a run, have an opportunity to stop that run. That turnover is coming at the wrong time. Tavion Mason, the basketball is going to be in his hands the last 5 minutes and 33 seconds. He's got 21 points. He's up to 8 rebounds, got 2 assists. He's definitely shown he's an all-league performer, and the Bears have had a hard time tonight, Charlie, staying in front of him.
Well, the numbers I'm looking at that I think are the most important right now are the rebounds, 28-22 in favor of Campbellsville, but the Bears have 1 offensive rebound, and the Tigers have 5.
That's big.
Too many second looks in the basket for Campbellsville.
Bears going to go back to man-to-man defense here. Corbin Spencer's going to come with Tavion Mason.
Get it down. Ryan trying to back in Brown inside. Brown doing a good job, caused him to walk, shuffled his feet.
You know, they've tried to go against that advantage because Ryan's he's a big cup of tea, that's for sure.
He's a big guy, you're right. Trying to take advantage of it.
Brown's got the height as well, but he don't have the stature that what Ryan has.
I think Ryan still got him by a few inches. Ryan looks like he's, 6'9", and what's Brown, 6'8"?
6'8", I'd say so.
Maybe even 6'6". There's a drive and a blocking foul down underneath. Let's see.
I think it's going to be on Davis. It is going to be on Davis. That'll be his first, team's 5th.
I got Ryan listed at 6'9". I didn't think he was that tall. He's not. He's a little bit shorter. One of them's listed.
I want to say they got Brown listed at 6'9". Both of them can't be 6'9".
Nope. All right, we're working to try to get it down inside. Nothing there. They'll get it back out top now.
Look for Perry to have the basketball quite a bit here in the last 5 minutes.
Jordan Perry going to try to drive it in the lane. Nothing there. He'll go to Corbin Spencer. Trying to do that inside-out game. Corbin Spencer with the nice drive, and he's going to be fouled on the floor.
Yeah, Sebastian, yep. That'll be his 3rd, team's 7th. I'm sorry, team's 6th here in the second half, so we're still not shooting free throws.
So both teams will be shooting 1-1 from here on out, though.
69-67 Bears. Mid-South home opener for the Bears.
They'll have it on the baseline. Trying to get it inbounds. They'll throw it over top to Brown. He'll hand it back to Jordan Perry here. JP with it out front. Looking for that pick, play off of it. He'll kick it back out there. Simpson for three. No good. Rebound, Corbin Spencer.
Second offensive rebound of the night.
Spencer now will bring over here on the right side, restart his offense. Corbin will kick it over now. Green for three. It's
nice
good.
Play. Nice play. Corbin Spencer made all that happen himself there. Nice play by Corbin Spencer. Gives Green 12 on the evening.
Bears a 5-point lead now, 4:10 to go. Mason, and they're going to get Corbin Spencer for the reach in.
His second team 7, so we'll shoot 1 in the bonus. I'll send Mason to the line shooting 1 in the bonus.
I think they're saying that Spencer had his hands out and not in, so because I mean his feet was in front with him. I don't think there's any question he had the position.
Mason 3 of 3 from the line this evening.
And a perfect 4 for 4.
Puts him up to 22 on the evening.
4:07 left here in the ball game. 72-68, Pikeville. And he misses the second one. Rebound comes off to the Bears. Out top with it, Corbin Spencer. Spencer trying to come out, hedging out really well. Corbin doing a good job hanging on the ball.
No Simpson walk with the basketball there, but I don't think Coach Compton is going to mind that aggressiveness. No, Spencer got the double team coming to him, got the basketball to Simpson. Probably wants him to attack the basket. Just got to dribble it first, though. Over to Wanning, inside to Ryan. Brown goes straight up. Now they're going to call the contact. That would be Brown's second, team's 8th. They'll send Ryan to the line for 2 shots. I'm sorry, it'd be Brown's second. Ryan's first trip to the line, he got 6 points and 4 rebounds on the night. First shot's up. Rattles off the front of the rim, drops in. Tavion Horton to check in for the Bears, replacing Jameer Simpson.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Bears. They're playing well, just can't get some things to drop right now.
It just had inopportune turnovers. Seemed like doing that last one. It just the turnovers are coming at the wrong time right now.
Makes both free throws, and it's now a 2-point ball game, 72-70 with 3:41 to go.
You'll see a lot of Corbin Spencer, Jordan Perry toward this last 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
And out top with it, Spencer to Perry. Jordan Perry trying to do a little one-on-one there, and they're going to double. They're going to hedge him and double team him every chance they get. Out top with it, Green now. Green takes it down underneath, and he'll kick it into the corner, back out deep 3. Spencer, no.
Nice job,
Brown
Jacob Brown. Nice job, Jacob Brown. 12 points for the man on the evening. Give him 5 rebounds as well.
Good spacing that time by the Bears.
And he crashed the backboard.
Yes. And they'll kick it back outside, back over now to Mason. Mason backs it back out. Restart it with 13 seconds on the shot clock. Deep 3 by Mason, and it's an air ball.
Once you shoot it that far out, I'll let him shoot it, especially if it's going to be contested.
Yes.
Bears up 4 with 2 minutes and 43 seconds to go.
Let's see if Bears can close this one out. Corbin Spencer will bring it up the floor. Spencer out top with it. And he'll play off the pick, kick it back outside. And now Brown for 3. And nails it.
Didn't see that one coming, Charlie.
No, sir.
Didn't see that one coming.
Got a timeout on the floor. The Bears by 7 now with 2:25 to play here in the half. That's the one where the coaches go, no, yes.
but you know, it was all made from the ball movement. You have Spencer going over to Green, and then Green, it's to Horton, and Horton about wide open Jacob Brown. Jacob Brown got the basket. Starting to see a little bit more cohesion at times.
Well, they're getting there. You got to learn how each other's at. And they're trying to get that place up. That was a nice little, drive in and draw the defense out and then kick it out to the open man. And it just so happened that was Brown this time.
It's just trusting your teammates. Now Brown is up to 15 points on the evening, and again showing the side of his game I didn't know he had was that three-point shot.
Yep.
But he was wide open. Again, just sharing the basketball. The Bears up to 12 assists on the evening, and none bigger than that one right there, Charlie. Now that you got 2 minutes, 25 seconds go, now you just got to learn how to close out a game here at the Mid-South Conference.
You're right. I mean, that's going to be a big one right there.
The thing here is now you be I know a lot of Tavion Mason, and they're going to be concentrating on Tavion Mason, who for some reason keeps on talking to the UPIKE bench. I'm not sure.
I like seeing when he's distracted.
Hey,
I mean, that's part of the game.
You just can't leave number 4 here in the corner, Austin
that's
Davis.
Right. You can't leave him open. You're right. And nice drive by Mason.
Gives him 24 on the evening.
A little double clutch shot makes it a 5-point game. 2:08 to go. Rick Bentley says Brown did come into the fold as a reputation as a three-point shooter.
That's wonderful.
He proved it there. It was a nice looking shot. Trying to drive the ball down inside Green, and they're going to get, whoa. We'll take it.
Call it on 14.
I was expecting a charge on that because he kind of just threw his body backwards, didn't he?
That's on Mason. That'd be his third. Team 7th. I was saying Green to the line, shooting 1 at the bonus. He's 2 of 3 on the night.
Bears up 5, 77-72, minute 46 to go. And free throws are so important down the stretch, and you got to hit them. Coming back the other way, Campbellsville will get it back out top to Mason.
Call that on Spencer. His third, team's 9th.
That's ticky-tack at this point in the ball game.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Robinson will check back in for the Tigers. He'll replace Sebastian.
This man's been pretty much automatic at the free throw line tonight.
Got 24 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. 4 of 5 from the line.
Makes the first one.
Looked pure on that one, didn't he? Gets up to 25 points.
And cuts that UPIKE lead down to 4. Still a 2-possession ball game, but he can make it a single possession this trip down. And the free throw on its way is good. And it's a 3-point game, 77-74. Corbin Spencer now will bring it up the floor. Corbin will get it over Horton. There's Green. Boy, beautiful passing, and 2 points for Brown.
Nice look with Malcolm Green over to Jacob Brown. Brown up to 17 on the evening.
Minute 13 to go. Mason on the drive. Will kick it back outside for the 3, and it is no good.
Nice job, Tavion Horton.
Horton, yes.
Dick Vitale said he was the Windex man on that one, cleaning the glass.
And we're down to a minute to play in the game. Bears by 5. And Corbin Spencer will work it across the front of the lane. Kicks it into the corner. Bringing it back out front is Green. We got a whistle. What we got? Oh, timeout. Okay.
Timeout.
Wasn't sure exactly what. I thought the official getting ready to make. He pointed to somebody. I was going to say, what are we going to call here? But he got a timeout called, 79-74. 5-point lead for the Bears, 43 seconds left, 7 seconds on the shot clock.
That's the key. I think Coach Company didn't quite like the lineup they had for the 7 seconds to go here. And knowing a 5-point game with 43 seconds to go, it's going to be a key possession, a key shot. Get something good. But, Charlie, they've had some success. I don't know if they'll have time in 7 seconds. They're getting Brown rolling to the basket. The last few trips down the floor, they're trying to double up on the three-point shooter. Brown's doing a good job rolling to the basket. I don't know if they look for something like that or come in and try to hedge up top there. And as they try to double team either Perry or Spencer and kick it out to Horton, whoever may be open, or maybe even Brown again.
Yep.
Now they're going to reset the shot clock to 9 seconds.
Okay.
So give 2 extra seconds for the Bears. Be interesting to see what Coach Compton and his staff draws up here. Up 5 with 45 seconds to go.
This is a big possession for them right here. They could score here. They could almost put this one away.
Again, it's a growing process of a new team of learning how to win in the conference.
You got a 2-possession game right now with 45 seconds left. If you can go down to, say, 40 seconds and a 3-possession game, that puts the monkey on the back of the Tigers.
The Bears have got 4 players in double figures on the evening as well. And Horton has 9.
They'll take it down in the corner to Perry. AP will kick it back out. Green on the drive, shot no.
Offensive
foul.
His 3rd. And Sebastian checked back in for the Tigers.
Gonna call him for the hook. Did you see the hook?
I didn't quite see the hook there. I know he was attacking the basket. I know he put the arm out, but I didn't think he extended or hooked. But the official's a little bit closer to the play than I am.
They are.
And I may be a little bit biased.
Maybe so. I don't know.
So Mason can let that basketball roll as far as he can.
Yeah. I'm hoping it throws him off his game. Shot up, no good. Too quick. Bears fighting for the rebound, and Campbellsville come away with it. Green on the shot for 3, no good. Rebound, Campbellsville again. And the basket's good.
Good timeout, Campbellsville. Basket by Sebastian, 2-point basket. Bears up 3 with 23 seconds to go.
Yep.
Sebastian's up to 16 on the evening now. So shot clock's turned off, Charlie. And the Bears who went the basketball in. So they're going to do something they haven't done a lot tonight.
Yep.
They got to make some free throws.
Yep.
5 of 11 from the line.
Yeah, you're right. That's been a problem here. You know, they had an opportunity. If they could have scored that trip down the floor, they could have made it a lot harder on Campbellsville. But now it's a 1-possession ball game. If they get a free throw here, they've got to make one of them. Let's see, are we in both? Let's see. Yeah, Campbellsville has not in the double. They've not put Bears in the double bonus, but they are.
Be 1 in the bonus. That's right. Yeah. So Campbellsville was shooting 2 shots the rest of the game. The Bears are still shooting 1 in the bonus.
23 ticks on the clock. Let's see what these coaching staffs can draw up here and see who can pull out the win here in this big Mid-South Conference matchup. UPIKE 0-2 in the Mid-South Conference. They need this win badly.
Again, just learning how to win in conference. Yes. They got Georgetown coming in on Saturday.
I guess we'll be back here again Thursday for a women's game
yes,
as well.
Sir. Playing Milligan.
So 79-76, 23.6 seconds left in the ball game. UPIKE will have the basketball, and the shot clock is off. A little full-court pressure coming back. Campbellsville, the Bears will get it in, and we'll get a foul. And they can call that the intentional foul. They don't. You know.
I guess unless it's malicious, when some kind and they really extend the hand because they're intentionally fouling there.
They are, yeah.
By definition, I think you're right. It is an intentional foul.
Well, you know, the rule is you have to go for the ball, and he didn't. He just pushed him in the back and didn't go for the ball. That's why. That's kind of the thing you're looking at there.
So Horton's going to go to the line. First trip of the line this evening.
Big pressure shot here for Horton.
3 of 7 on the season. Big free throws.
He needs this one.
Bends his knees.
Big
shot.
First one. Big one. That's a big one. That now makes it a 2-possession game. The second one doesn't mean as much here for the Bears because, you know, that one was the one that made it into the 2-possession game. Takes his time with it. I would say how quiet it is in here, but it's that way all night long with no crowd. So
Coach Compton will call a timeout here, and that puts 5 Bears in double figures. Horton up to 11, 81-76 with 22 seconds to go. You know, defensively here, Coach Compton does not want to give up anything. Don't foul the 3-point shot. They're going to shoot a 3-point shot normally. Or if they want to get a 2-point shot, go ahead and give them the easy 2-point shot. Just don't foul the shooter.
Right.
Don't give me additional shots.
Yeah, and don't if they're shooting threes, don't foul them on a 3. Don't think, you know, that's
just giving them the shot. You're exactly right. And Coach, they're either going to be looking for Mason Well, they're going to be looking for Mason, Sebastian, or we're going to be looking for Davis. You know, it's been a long time, and I'm not going to jinx anything, but it's a long time since we can see Davis even shoot the basketball. He's 2 of 9 on the night, 2 of 8 from deep. But Sebastian's hit 3 3-pointers on the night, and then you have Mason, who's hit 2 3-pointers on the night as well. But as far as for me, I think Mason's going to have the basketball in his hand. He's either going to attack, he's either going to get the shot up. But again, the key is you can't give them additional points.
Right.
And then if they score, you also have to be strong with the basketball too. You're going to get fouled.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to try to deny the inbounds pass, but as soon as they come in, they're going to foul you. So a lot of instruction going on in that in the huddle with the Bears, but now you got to learn how to close it out.
I like that they're making them put the ball on the floor early. There's a 3 out of the corner, and it's going to be no good. Fight for the rebound, and
We'll have Mason on the trip.
they're going to call the trip on Mason?
Yeah, so that'd be Mason's his 4th.
No. Yeah, okay, you're right.
Team's 9th, so the Bears will still shoot 1 in the bonus. The official is explaining to Coach Vernon. And that's going to send Horton to the line for 2 more shots. No, I'm sorry, Green will go to the line shooting 2 shots. 1 in the bonus, I apologize. He's 2 of 4 from the line tonight.
Yeah, 1 and 1, but from now on, both teams will be shooting 2 after this one.
Green's got
Only
12 points.
13 seconds left, though. 5-point ball game. 2-possession game right here. First one is on its way. It's good. And let's see, that makes it still a 2-possession, but this is a big shot.
Big shot, yes. This could seal it right here.
Yeah, this shot will make it a 3-possession ball game with 13 seconds if he can make it. And let's see, takes his time. Free throw is on its way, and it's good, and the Bears have a 7-point lead, which equates to a 3-possession game. And do not foul. Whoa. Big time block right there.
Tavion Horton says, not in my house.
And JP, Jordan Perry, will dribble it out, and the Bears win it 83-76 here over the Campbellsville Tigers. And big win, first Mid-South Conference win of the season for the Bears and for Coach Compton and his crew. As you know, no post-game handshakes here and all that because of the game, the way things are going. They won't be doing that. You don't see much of that going on. As Gary Justice trying to get down there and maybe catch up with Coach Ty Compton here on the sideline before he goes down, get us a last-minute interview here with him. Again, 83-76, Bears come away with a big win. And Gary will be trying to get some numbers for you. The Bears ended up shooting 55% from the field, 40% from behind the three-point line, 10 of 25, 50% from the free throw line, according to what I'm seeing here. But down the stretch, when they needed them, they hit those last ones. Well, no, I have not updated. Hold on. Okay, now that's more like still 56.1% from the field. And we're going to go down with Gary Justice here.
Here with the head coach, Ty Compton. Coach, we talked about this morning, learn how to close out a close ball game, and tonight was another barn burner Mid-South.
It was. It's going to be that way every night, it looks like. So I'm glad we finally got over the hump. That was the message, and every time out was just, reverting back and thinking about what we've learned from the first 2 opportunities that we had and carrying those things over. We've talked a ton about our focus being taking it from the practice floor or previous experiences into the implementation of what we're doing tonight. So we focused a ton on our focus, and I'm glad we came out on top.
I thought in the second half played with a lot more cohesion, moved the basketball a little better, but down the stretch, 4 for 4 from the free throw line from Malcolm Green and Tavion Horton.
And that's the total reverse of what we had over the weekend. Those guys stepped up in big moments at the free throw line and couldn't come through for us over the weekend. So that was big for their mental psyche to come through. We've got the utmost confidence in those guys. And I think our cohesion is going to come. We've just not had a ton of opportunity to work together and play together and figure out how to do things and work through things when it doesn't work exactly right. So hopefully the further we go, the better our cohesion becomes and the more willing passers and sharers of the ball that we're going to be and the tougher we'll be to guard.
So 5 players in double figures tonight. Corbin Spencer coming up big off an injury.
Yeah, Corbin, he's still aching, he's still hurting, but he toughed it out for us tonight. He makes a huge difference. Not having him over the weekend was huge, especially with Sweezy. You know, you saw the foul trouble he had again tonight. Had a ton of foul trouble over the weekend, and without Corbin being there, we were really shorthanded at that point guard position. So thankful that he was able to tough it out, get it out, and you know, we never doubt Corbin's effort. If he's ready to go and capable of going, we know he's going to go.
So I thought the bench played huge tonight. Gets Corbin Spencer coming off the bench. Jameer Simpson played big. And I thought Darius Love gave you some good minutes as well.
They did. You know, we're trying to find some minutes for some of those guys. You know, there's just, again, it's early in a lot of those guys' development as well and picking up things. And you know, you've got the double whammy of trying to learn an entirely new system, an entirely new coach, and also an entirely new team with teammates. So some of those guys are a little overwhelmed right now, and they're making strides. As long as we can keep them motivated, keep them locked in, I think our depth has a chance to be a big advantage for us moving forward.
So, Coach, the rest of the week you have the guys have finals, and then you have another tough test coming in on Saturday with Georgetown.
For sure, that's always a huge game. You know, it's going to be no different this time. You know, they're going to be very, very talented, and you know, we're going to have to play very well to win that ball game, and we're prepared to do that. You know, I think if we're locked in defensively and give ourselves a chance and can take care of the ball, I like us against anybody. So I think as long as we have a good week of practice and preparation, I think we'll be okay.
Coach, we appreciate your time. Congratulations. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We'll send it back up to Charlie.
Thank you, Gary. I appreciate that, Coach. And we'll go through some numbers for you. First, we'll go through the Bears, they ended up shooting the ball 56% from the field, 32 out of 57, 40% behind the three-point line, 10 of 25, 60% from free throw, 9 of 15, hitting a bunch of them down the stretch to seal the win. They got out-rebounded 30-27, but they did close that gap a little bit. 13 assists for the Bears to go with 3 steals and 13 turnovers, so 1-to-1 on the turnover ratio. And let's see, blocks, 3 for the Bears, and the Bears did commit 18 team fouls. For Campbellsville, they shot 45% from the field, 28 of 62, 32% behind the three-point line, 9 of 28. So they took more shots than the Bears and missed 1 less. 78% from three-throw line, though, 11 of 14, 30 rebounds on the game, only 3 assists, 3 steals, 14 turnovers, 2 blocks, and 19 team fouls. They were led in scoring by Mason with 26. Let's see, we'll go through some individual numbers for Campbellsville first. Let's see, 26 for Mason. He had 26 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. 16 points for Sebastian. He was 3 of 4 behind the three-point line. 8 points for Ross, 6 for Davis, 7 for Whining, 5 for Jackson, 2 or 4 for Reyes, 2 for Devontae Robinson, and 2 for Mincy. And now for the Bears, of course, they were led in scoring by Jacob Brown, 17 points, 5 rebounds, 14 points for Malcolm Green, 11 points each for Corbin Spencer and Jordan Perry and Travion Horton. 9 points for Jamar Simpson, and to go along with 7 rebounds. 6 points for Sweezy. And let's see, Corbin Spencer had 4 assists as well as Jordan Perry, but Travion Horton had 5 rebounds and 2 assists as well for the Bears. Bench scoring 24-13 in favor of the Bears. And let's see, points in the paint. Well, they didn't put that on the thing tonight. So second chance points, 9-7 in favor of the Tigers, and then 14-11 points off turnovers in favor of the Tigers. So the Tigers won a few of the battles, but the Bears win the war.
You know, in that second half, Charlie, the Bears outscored the Tigers 46-38. If you look at the shooting split, so you got the Campbellsville 12 of 30 from the floor in that second half, 40%, 4 of 13 from deep, 10 of 11 for the free throw line. So they shot the free throws very well. But the UPIKE Bears, 18 of 28 from the field in the second half, 65%, 6 of 12 from deep, and 4 of 6 from the free throw line. It was 4 straight free throws at the end to close out the ballgame. Great way from Malcolm Green and Tavion Horton to hit those free throws, and also had 13 assists to 13 turnovers. Coach Compton doesn't mind a 1-to-1, but the pace they play, they average 88 points per ball game. They're going to turn the basketball over as long as they're sharing it and getting that cohesion.
So big win for the Bears, get their first Mid-South Conference win, 83-76 over the Campbellsville Tigers. That'll wrap it up for us here from the Appalachian Wireless Arena. For Gary Justice, for my friends from the Pike TV, we appreciate you guys, and we'll see you, I guess, Thursday here on the
UPIKE Sports
UPIKE
Network.
Sports Network.